What's good, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about a personal loan option for you guys that is no credit check. And what you're going to want to stick around for is to hear more information about that no credit check and about the rates that are on this loan. So make sure you do stick around to the end to get all the information. This loan is going to be good for those of you guys that are out there that, you need some emergency funds for something. Your credit is not in a good place and you know the bank isn't going to approve you, and you know most places probably aren't going to approve you. This is going to be an option that is good for you, and it's only available in certain states too, so stick around for that information as well. So if you guys don't know me, I'm Will Frazier, your credit and business expert, and if you want to know more information about improving your personal credit, finding funding options for your personal life like loans and credit cards, finding funding for your business or different business strategies to help grow your business, then you're going to want to like this video, so hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you'll be notified of any new videos I put out just like this one. Now, today, the company we're going to be talking about is OppLoans, which, if you remember, OppFi Card we just talked about a few days ago, this company is connected to them. So, personal loans or online loans is what they're going to be offering to you guys. And as far as the features go of this option, basically an easy online loan application. The online loan application with them is going to be quick, easy, and secure, as they put it. As far as speed, you'll have money in your account as soon as the next business day if approved, so that's pretty fast. As far as customer satisfaction, of course, you can go and look at their reviews on Google and their Trustpilot reviews. And as far as building credit history, which a lot of you guys want to be able to do, some of you guys might be trying to find an option to build credit because your credit isn't where it needs to be and you're looking for an option. This can be an option that can help you to build credit because it does report to all three bureaus, so that is a very good thing that you can get out of this. And some of the things you can use this for, you can use it for car repair, home repair, rent, surprise medical expenses, travel, and various other options that are out there. But the no credit check part is probably going to be the part that's going to be the most important to you guys, because when you guys are usually out there trying to apply for credit, I usually hear that you guys are scared to apply for most things because you're worried about if it's going to damage your credit score or if it's going to set you back, and you're scared to apply. So let's talk about this no credit check option that they have there. And as you can see here, they say, worried about your FICO score, our application process won't penalize your score with the major credit bureaus. So of course you can rest confident in that. So what is a no credit check loan? A no credit check loan is a type of loan that typically doesn't require a hard FICO score credit check for the application. This can be appealing to potential borrowers who are concerned about having bad credit or a poor credit history, and of course getting denied off rip is something that nobody wants to experience, which is another reason why a lot of people don't want to apply. Now, how can I get a no credit check loan? There is a variety of lenders and financial institutions that provide small dollar loan options without requiring a look at your credit score. It's important to research your options before applying for one of these loans. Okay, so will OppLoans check my credit when I apply for online loans? So they're elaborating a little more, and they say here yes and no. So OppLoans doesn't perform a hard credit FICO inquiry with major credit bureaus. Instead, we partner with a credit bureau that doesn't use credit scores, and it won't ding your FICO score when providing us your credit history. So basically, they aren't going to be checking the three major credit bureaus, which is why they're calling this a no credit check option. They do go to Clarity Services to actually, take a look at what might be on your Clarity Services report. Now, with them only checking Clarity Services, that means Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion will not see or receive an inquiry on your credit, which is, what helps them to say that this is a no credit check loan, because it won't actually affect your credit. They're only checking your report with Clarity Services, so it's important to remember that. So what does OppLoans consider when looking at your credit history? So, during the credit review process, we consider multiple factors to assess a borrower's income, ability to repay, and credit worthiness, including but not limited to your employment status, your income details, your bank account, and your financial history. Some important things to know about this is, of course, with employment status, the longer you've been employed, the better, the more stable you look. As far as income details, I believe that you have to make at least $18,000 a year in income at a minimum to qualify for this. As far as the bank account, you will have to connect your bank account. They will look at, your incoming and outgoing cash flow so that they can get an idea of the amount of money that you actually have coming in and out and how you're spending that. that to make a decision on what they want to do, and you do have to have your bank account open for at least 90 days, I believe. And of course, your financial history, when they check Clarity Services. So how does this work? You apply online, fill out the fast and easy online form. They verify your income by securely connecting your bank account. That's how they verify it. Then you review the agreement, so you can review and accept the repayment terms for your potential loan. So they'll let you see that, and you get the opportunity to accept it before them just giving it to you. And then you submit. Our online loan process is fast. If approved, you may receive your funds as soon as the next business day. So after you've gone through this process, you can get it as quickly as the next day. And I believe they offer loans somewhere between $400 to up to $4,000 or $5,000. So that's the amounts that you can actually get with this type of loan. And now an important thing to know is about the interest rate. So will my loan have a high interest rate? The maximum APR for a loan made available through and serviced by OppLoans is 160%. So yes, that is a high interest rate. And as a matter of fact, let's dig a little bit deeper into that, because I told you they only work in certain states and they do have different rates determined by each state. Now you can see here that loans directly through them are only offered in these states, but they do have partners that they can connect you with if they decide to approve you if you're in a state that they don't service. And these are the different states that they actually service here. And you can see what the rates are based on states. So we can see here, let's go to Alabama, and you can see here that $2,000 to $4,000 is the loan amount. So you can get the repayment terms are anywhere between 9 to 18 months. And the maximum APR that they give you, the APR that they would give you on this type of loan in Alabama is 160%. So again, that's very high. And I'm gonna make a comment about that in a second, but okay, let's take a look at Georgia. Let's see what they offer. In Georgia, 3,001 up to 4,000, and then 12 to 18 months repayment time and 59% APR. So every state isn't going to have 160%, but they do have that as the cap as far as how much the maximum is that you can end up getting. And if you look over here at some of the other states, look at Arkansas, 160%. Let's see what they say about Florida. Florida, 160%. So you can see a lot of them are going to have that 160%, but you do have to check your state to see what your rate is, to see what amounts you can actually get, and to see what terms they have available. And you can look at that before you actually apply. Now, with this being a high interest loan, and there are some other places that might lend you money at a higher percentage than 160%, a loan like this with a high interest rate is usually not going to be a great idea. I do, however, understand that some people are going to be in a situation where they just have to get some money somehow, some way, whether it be to put food on the table, to cover some expenses, or maybe you're a person that's trying to actually, get a business. You can't get approved for anything, and you just need a certain amount of funds just to be able to get the business started, but you're going to be getting some money back because you're not just using this for an expense, you're using it to get a business started that's going to actually be generating income for you. So in all those situations, I still say, those high interest loans like this one can be, very challenging to try to take on and pay back, especially if you're already having some struggles with your income. So it's not usually going to be something recommendable to do. But again, I do recognize in some situations, you might feel that you have to get money from somewhere in order to make ends meet just for the time being. But in any situation like that, I'm still going to recommend that you make sure that you have some type of plan in place, that you know that you're going to have money coming in within enough time for you to start paying this back, and ideally to pay this off as quickly as possible, because the longer you have this, the more interest you would end up paying. So the sooner you can pay this off, if you do need to take it out, then that's going to be better for you and your sake. And you definitely don't want to end up in a situation where you don't have any money that's going to come in, and you don't know when money is going to be coming in a foreseeable future, because then you're going to end up tearing up your credit, because this will be reporting to all three bureaus. So then you'll be in a much worse situation than you were before you actually obtained it, and you just don't want to go down the path to the charge off and all of that other situation that comes with that, because then you might have to see me about working on your credit. So basically, again, this is a good option for some people that might be in an extreme emergency and you just really have to. Usually I wouldn't recommend a high interest loan unless you just really had to get it. Or for those of you that just need some funds to start a business and you're going to have the money to come in to pay it off as quickly as you can, maybe in that situation. But if you are a person that has good credit, you don't have to rely on this option. There are several other options out there for you if you do have good credit. This is only going to be an option I recommend if you do have bad credit and you have an extreme situation situation where you just need the funds, but you have a plan that is going to help you to pay this off quickly. So with all that being said, if you guys want to check out Op Loans, there's a link in the description so you can look into some more information on them for yourselves and then make a decision. But other than that, I hope you found this information useful. Please make sure that you do like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications if you want to be notified of any new videos I drop just like this one. I thank you guys for sticking around to the end of the video, and I'll see you next time.